Well, what is going on, guys, and welcome into the video. Well, someone in my group asked a great question about Michael Burry and the series of tweets he has sent out starting last year, and it would appear he has been spot on so far. And what makes this even worse is that despite all his predictions being right, meaning basically the market has crashed, his latest tweets basically say everything is about to get a whole lot worse. So I will give you my thoughts and work through the actual facts of all of this. I just ask in exchange for you to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. I mean, it's free to do, and as a reward, I will not pitch my group in this video, even if I think it's the best and think you should be a part of it. And if you don't think so, cool, I totally get it, but YouTube pays me about $1,800 a month, so would you rather me pitch a crypto broker or altcoin instead? I mean, I get almost daily offers to pitch them to you all, but I refuse them all because I'm not going to put you guys in that spot for a quick buck. Alright, so back to Michael Burry. Here's the thing right here. He has been stunningly right recently. I mean, he shorted Tesla at $1,200 and was right, which really upset a lot of people as Tesla fell big time. He actually predicted inflation was coming 6 months before it actually hit, and he was spot on about Bitcoin tanking at almost the exact level it peaked at. I mean, seriously, if you had Bitcoin and you listened to the guy, you saved yourself from what, a 60-70% meltdown, or even more if you were into all sorts of other altcoins? I mean, if you listened and you sold, you want to talk about basking in the glory of timing the market perfectly? But here is the truth and why I don't give a crap about anything he tweets or says. His guesses about crashes have been wrong every single time except for the housing market collapse, and I have to give him credit there. He was way ahead of everyone on that one and absolutely saw things that nobody else did. But outside of that, he has been remarkably and consistently wrong time and time again. And by wrong, I mean the market rallied and you missed out on a literal fortune if you had listened to him over the past decade. He said the market was crashing in 2015, and then again in 2017, and then again in 2019. And although he did not predict the illness crash because even the great Michael Burry cannot see a once-in-a-lifetime health event happening, he just couldn't help himself after the market cratered because of the global shutdown, and he predicted the market would crash right at the very bottom of that illness crash before it rocketed back up to the moon and basically was one of the greatest bull runs of all time. So he has basically predicted a market crash every other year for almost a decade now and has been wrong every time. I mean, horribly wrong. Literally, his timing couldn't have been any worse. And here's more facts. Market crashes are part of the normal cycles in the stock market, just like recessions are for the economy. So predicting one every other year for a decade and finally getting it right does not make you a genius. It makes you basically a dead clock since they are right twice a day, which is actually better than being right once a decade. I mean, seriously, the guy is right like 10% of the time, even if you give him credit for this one. So although he may have been right about some pieces of this crash and inflation, and seriously, who didn't see inflation coming except for maybe this guy? But for me to blindly go and follow him into the pit of oblivion that the mother of all crashes in here, despite the fact we are already in a crash, would be foolish in my opinion. Same goes for other guys like Jeremy Grantham, who is all over the media talking about how he predicted this crash too, and it's only getting worse from here. Except that if you look at the facts, he has been predicting the mother of all crashes since 2011. I mean, seriously. He puts out a big annual newsletter every year, and it has laid out the case for the mother of all crashes is happening this year, almost every year since 2011. I mean, not kidding, guys. You cannot make this stuff up. But what if this is the one time they are right? I mean, it's bound to happen sooner or later since it's part of the natural cycle of the stock market, so why not listen to them instead? Well, let me lay it out for you guys and give you the worst case scenario and what it means. Even if the market falls another 50% like they all predict it will, I'm still ahead of everyone who took those guys' advice and warnings way back in 2011 when they started predicting the mother of all crashes is coming or whatever the heck they were predicting. Think about that for just a second. Even if the market falls another 50% from here today, not all-time highs, but from right now after we have a confirmed market crash, simply investing consistently instead of listening to these guys' warnings means I am still ahead, even if he is finally right this time and all the doomsday predictions that never come true actually come true. So despite all of that and all of that stuff, I am still ahead by not listening and continuing to just invest. So I'm not concerned at all about what they are saying. They are never fully right. And even if they are actually right this time, I know it will actually be the third once in a lifetime opportunity I have gotten to buy great stocks at great prices and make a fortune on the back end. So either way, no matter what happens, we are all in a win-win situation if you are a long-term investor. And when the market recovers, which it will recover, pay attention, as these guys will be out there telling you it's fake and the real mother of crashes is coming right around the corner, and they'll basically repeat that message for the next decade while we are all busy making a lot of money and not listening to them. And click this video here if you want to see what I'm selling in this market, and click this video here if you want to know exactly how I plan to make big money in this market. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.